My name's John. I've been standing around outside for over 50 years now. I still haven't figured out what an invasive plant is. What's an invasive plant?
So an invasive plant is a plant that's not indigenous to the area, and then it takes over and causes problems and it grows too much, I guess. I guess that's what it is. So knotweed is Japanese, and it thrives in wetter areas, and it looks kind of like bamboo, except the leaves are wider, and in the fall it's gone, unlike bamboo. But it's an asexual reproducer, so that's why the sign said no mowing there. Because when you mow, you just chop it up and you make a whole bunch more plants.
Knapweed's the other one that's been made a huge fuss of around here lately. It looks kind of like a little purple thistle flower. You know, I've only ever seen that growing, you know, on road edge and gravel pits, grasslands, stuff like that. Poor soil and dry areas. Apparently there's a rancher in Nevada that said he's trained his cows to eat it, and it's been really good. So maybe we don't need to eradicate knapweed. Who knows, man? If it's hanging out in rough soil, what it's doing is it's breaking up the ground and chelating minerals. It's actually making the soil better, which will invite other species to come and colonize as well.
In the dictionary, a colonizer, the second definition, is a plant that moves into an area. So anyway, I like looking at root words and finding out where root words come from and what they really mean. It helps a lot. So colonizer, the root word, is colon. Bunch of assholes coming in.
Invasion? No, it's not like they're storming the beaches of Normandy. It's not right. They shouldn't run some disinformation, a public relations campaign against plants. And if you can't mow it down, how are they treating it? Poisons? Right on your driveway. Besides, what's the point of globalism if things can't just go wherever they want, you know? That's a human right now, migration. It should be a right for plants and animals too. Eventually everything is going to get everywhere. Land bridges, tectonic plates moving, high winds. Look out, man. Things are weird, and they're getting a whole lot weirder. If we're being invaded by any kind of plant in this part of the world, it's trees. Look at them. They're everywhere. Don't worry. We're cutting them down. Thinking about all this stuff is stressing me out. Oh. There's some St. John's wort. Look at that. It's a stress reliever. This is called vetch, or poor man's peas. It's an African plant. Imagine that. Vetch kind of sounds like the Dutch word for away. Weg. Away. Oh, the big bumblebees like it. They like the vetch. It's good stuff. Scotch broom. Scotch broom, like in the Temple of the Dog video. Is it really from Scotland? It makes you sneeze. What's it doing here? When these guys are young, they're called fiddleheads, and you can eat them. Keep an eye on stuff you can eat, because you never know. You never know when we might have to find things to eat. You won't have to eat the bugs.
I'm pretty sure I'm trespassing now. I don't want to get caught. I'm not. You don't want to be caught trespassing when you're in your 50s. It's really a big problem. They don't treat you nice.
Bamboo's in the grass family. But I don't think you could build a house out of this. Or even scaffolding. This here's Devil's Club. And someone on the internet claims that it's exactly the same plant as Siberian ginseng. I don't know how true that is. But if it's true, then it's good for, it'll give you a really good, it's, you know, it's good for man parts. You know, if I didn't have to make money and payments and all that nonsense, I'd just walk around and take naps, play guitar a little bit. Okay, I was wrong about everything going everywhere. It's not going to happen. It's not like, you know, the high north, the Arctic is going to be invaded by,
pineapples. No danger of that.
You needn't worry yourself with the propagation of foreign plants. You should be far more concerned with the proliferation of terrible ideas.
I'm not worried about the trees getting cut down. Not so much. I mean, when I was a teenager and I started planting them, I thought, yay, I'm doing something good. But that first job, we planted dead trees. Yeah. And apparently we didn't plant the dead trees quite well enough, and we got fined. The quality of our dead tree planting was pretty low, and they didn't pay us in full. But that's life. And then, a decade later or so, I thought, well, hey, I'm doing something good. This is great. And then it started to fade, and you'd see some erosion out there from poor road building or landslides, whatever, blow down. And I thought, we're doing nothing, man. And then another 10 years later or so, I thought, we're doing a good thing. We're doing a good thing. We're keeping people off the street and getting a paycheck. And we're planting trees, staying in shape. And we're helping the forest grow back faster. And you can do that for 3 cycles or so, and it'll work fine. We learned from Sweden, I think, that you get 3 rounds, and then you're depleting the soil because you're just asking too much of it. Anyway, my name's John, and I like the environment.